What's good, everybody? Big Game James in the building, man. Back from my trip. Let's talk about that right quick. We got to get the introductions. Got to say hi to everybody in the building. Thank you for all your prayers for making us make it um safe home. My dog, T Smooth TV, Carlos Holloway, the Ninja. You know the meddling. But boy, I got something for you today. I got something for y'all today. Everything is great. Stephen Arthur, what's good with you, baby? Everything's great. Safe travels home. Had a great time up there. Christopher is a fiker. What's good with you? Spoony Dog. Yeah, man. Look at that title. What is fundamentally wrong with this team? But we gonna talk about positive things. I'm gonna be positive first. I'm gonna be positive. I ain't gonna be negative. I'm gonna be positive first. What's up, Truth? What's up, Jay Lombardi? What's up, my dog? I'm gonna be some positive things first, some happy things, and then we're gonna get to the reality things. Yeah, I mean, appreciate that, Steven. Had a great time there. Like I said, the Senior Bowl. It was really like a 1 day trip. Me and my girl went out there. We, you know, had a good time. It was, the weather was great as far as we were in the snowstorm was kind of going, and we didn't. The snowstorm didn't really touch us, and it was raining all weekend, Mobile, Alabama, the whole time, and then it was sunny skies. The game day, it wasn't super warm, but it was warm enough, and then we had a great time. Um, no, I did see a lot of players. I want y'all to go check the posting I did on my community page because I'm not gonna remember everything offhand. I'm gonna keep it real. Be honest with you. That's gonna really be for another show. That's not really gonna be the show today. But I want y'all to go look at. If you haven't got a chance to look at the video, it was good action. Only bad thing happened. My phone died on me, and I didn't get a lot of the second half. I got some of the second half, some good pieces, but I didn't get all the second half that I wanted. So I lesson learned. So next time we go down there next year, I'm going to be there for a whole week. Number one, and I'm gonna really be in depth because it's gonna be a whole bunch of new things going on with me and with that. But for the first time ever going there, seeing it up close, seeing the players, it was a lot better than seeing it on TV. It was a lot better than watching it from ESPN. You know what I mean? Getting that front row view, getting to really see the players. Like I said, I can't remember everybody offhand. I'd be too many names to try to remember right now. So we're just going to dedicate that for a show. What's up, C. Burleson? Sugar Daddy, what's up? What's up, Sugar Daddy Williams? Um, you know, that's going to be just like a show for me, my guy, Philly podcast. We do our draft show. We didn't do it Sunday, so we'll probably maybe incorporate it this week where we will really get in depth with the players because I don't want to disservice us right now. Me mentioning players, and I really can't. I know a lot of them, but I really want to just dedicate a whole show where I'm like, got my info, boom. This is the guys I was looking at, boom. But go check the community page. Everybody I saw from the American team and the national team. Very great time. Love really watching that. I can't really wait to do that again. That was some good stuff, man. Yeah, I mean, that's why. But one of the positives because Will McClay is why they draft so good. They came on board as I believe, the vice president of player personnel in 2014, and we've seen the drafts that Will McClay has done. I think Boss Cowboy just made a tweet maybe about a half hour, 45 years ago, and said if Dallas didn't have, I ain't gonna even say we. I'm not even incorporating myself with it. I love my Cowboys. I'm not saying we. What's up, David Jenkins? How you doing, baby? But he said without Will McClay, Cowboys would be the Jets. He's not lying. They'd be the Jets, the Jags, the Lions, whatever. Yes, that's what they'd be. I'm gonna tell you why. See, I was gonna hold off, boo. Tyreek Hill with the fold 99. Holla, appreciate you, dog. For much hell that this person gives me, Tyreek Hill, they are super cool. I love it. That's why I mess with you because it's cool. So if you ready, if you getting ready to start it, and when you just coming in, I said a few things. Positive draft. Will McClay, Senior Bowl. We'll do a whole show of that. Make sure you jump in. But guess what? About to be some stuff for you. So if your ears ain't ready for this, you better leave now. Because it's about to get ugly up in here. It's about to get ugly up in here. When I made the post said it's BGJ, what is fundamentally wrong with this team? And when we keep on getting frustrated with these same things, you're going to have to leave up out of here if you don't want to hear this, man. You're going to have to leave up out of here. But it's going to be some real good stuff. I've been did a lot of researching. But let me name a couple other things. My dog, Wink, he made this comment and he was spot on, in my opinion, when he was talking about Dallas Cowboys got a new receivers coach. What's his name? Prince. What's his name? What's his name? Prince. Robert Prince. Cowboys named Robert Prince as the new wide receivers coach. Sources tell Todd Archer and Field Yates Prince will replace Adam Henry, whose contract expired. And this is where I'm going to mention Wink, because he tweeted this after I said about some few things. Prince has been in Houston and has a background going back to Boise State. Oh, wow. And the Detroit Lions. Who did Carlo Moore come from? He came from the Detroit Lions with Scott Linehan and Boise State. Oh, there it is. And there it is. Yeah. And my Wink, I'm going to just give you the props on this when he says Adam Henry, scapegoat, because guess what? Now it looks like all the receivers weren't doing their job. Amari Cooper didn't have a great year. He was the third leading receiver when we got Adam Henry, but when we had the guy before him, here, see how they set it up? See how they set it up, boo? See how they set it up? They set it up and say, oh, see, Amari's numbers are back down. But last year, when Dak wasn't there, he was having a career year. It's got to be the receivers coach. We're not going to extend his contract. Taking away the blame from Kellen Moore. Your receivers they got to step up. So we ain't going to extend that contract. So taking away blame. Yeah, but I don't know. We ain't going to talk about that. Yeah, man. So yeah, that's what I feel about that. But yeah, so I'm not clapping my hands about that. We'll see. Oh well, who cares? Robert Prince, who cares? All right, but make sure you go check out that community page for the draft. But let me just get right to the point of this. Please just listen to this. Just listen. Sit back, get your popcorn, get your TV, sit your feet up. Because this is just why this is fundamentally wrong in Dallas, and why I feel it keeps going in circles, and we can get excited and we can get depressed. And we can get excited. No, it's foolery. It really is. Okay, because here's how it starts out. Because I'm gonna break down these roles that Jerry Jones has, his son has, his Charlotte has, and Jerry Jones Jr. and nobody else. Just remember that. I'm going to say these names again because me and Boss Cowboys talked about this. It's Jerry Jones, Jerry Jones is front office. Let me just say that again. Front office, Jerry Jones, executives, Stephen Jones, Charlotte Jones, Jerry Jones Jr. And, there's nobody else. Let me say, there's no one else. So, man, Boo were talking about, we were just sitting there like, she says it's a monopoly, and I'm like feeling her. But we're going to break down all these roles, but just want y'all to listen. So, when they ever have a board meeting, when they have a board, when you have an ownership, you usually have a board. You know what I'm saying? Any kind of ownership, there's a board executives, and they have that. They have executives. They have Jerry Jones, Charlotte Jones, and Stephen Jones. Those are all executives. So when they go all in the room and sit down, and Jerry's, who's the daddy, these are my kids. They all sit down in the meeting, and they give their little thoughts. But who owns the team? So, yeah, I'm going to listen to you because you're my kids. But I'm not listening to anybody else. Are you understanding that? When we have our board meeting, I only listen to my family. I listen to no one else. Are y'all getting that? We understanding why we keep going in this nasty, dirty circle? Because when they have business meetings, when they have every kind of meeting, there's nobody else in them meetings except them. And who's telling Jerry what to do? Not his kids. They can say, don't do that, Dad. Okay, I listened to my kid when Steven jumped in there and said, don't take Johnny Manziel. So we get big hand claps to Stephen Jones because he saved us. That should even make you even more mad that he was thinking about taking Manziel and 2 first rounders for Brock Osweiler. That's your general manager. Who's telling him no? Oh, his son. Jerry Jones Jr.? Okay. Nobody's telling him nothing in the meetings because it's nothing but them in the meetings. You know what I'm saying? It's them. And so when we keep on saying, why does Dallas keep on, it's got to be coaching, no, it don't. Yeah, you had 26 years of coaching. Dallas had that good 5-year run with Jerry, and that's what that's what he lived on. It was lucky Dallas didn't have free agency in them late 80s and early 90s. Might not even had that. Might not even had that. And you had a great coach. I'm not saying, and I'm always going to say, Jimmy Johnson wasn't blameless. I know he was running his mouth and talking trash. I know it was back and forth. So I'm going to say it was both of them. But at the end of the day, dog, when you look at them championships, yeah, you had the bread. Yeah, you made a hire. You did. You got the props for that. But that man coached that stuff. And that man won them championships for you. No matter what you say, dog. No matter what you say, that man won them championships for you. You feel me? And when he was gone, Barry Switzer didn't win no championship for you. That same team was so damn good, it won another championship. It wasn't Barry Switzer. Okay? They didn't want Barry Switzer, and he was terrible there. I don't care. He had a winning record, but it was Jimmy's team. Jimmy Johnson, yes, you had the bread. Yes, you were in there. You're the general manager, and I'm going to break down your role. But Jimmy Johnson keenly knew the game, because I was always hearing that he would call you football dumb. He was always just call you Jerry Jones football dumb. And I guess Jerry lives off because he played for Arkansas, and his son was on the football team, and he lettered y'all football men. Because y'all play a little bit of football, y'all football guys. But these other guys who've been out there did a lot longer than y'all and are better qualified for it, but they're not in the meetings. You know why? Because you have total control of everything, and it's only y'all. So there's nobody ever telling Jerry Jones nothing about nothing, and he ain't going to listen to nobody, because that's why it's all controlled by the Joneses. There's nobody else in there giving him any kind of outside advice. What about this, Jerry? Think about this, Jerry. No, I'm not having none of y'all tell me nothing. Because nobody's in there to tell me nothing. I'm going to just listen to my kids. You feel me? Isn't that crazy? I'm just going to listen to my kids in these board meetings. What up, trucker? What up, truck? That's why this is fundamentally messing up. So we can talk this cowboy stuff, and that's why it keeps on falling and failing and setting us up, because it's so good. It sounds so good. It sets us up. You know what I mean? But when you got all that control, that means you don't listen to nobody. You don't listen to nobody. You don't want nobody to listen to. That's why you don't have nobody with the team. You're still the only person. Nobody wants to talk about it no more, because it's like, we just got to figure out how to have the best freaking coaches ever. Listen to what I'm saying. The best freaking coaches, the best freaking players, because that's the only way you're going to win a Super Bowl, to over-trump them. That's the truth. That's why they keep trying to get all these great coaches and these great players, because it's going to have to trump this. My dog B-Bird with the $5 holler. The 2 times JJ hired a real coach. He hired Jimmy when he was new to the league, and he hired Bill Parcells because he wanted to get us the stadium bill passed. I feel you. But guess what? Even when he brought in Bill, he meddled, because Bill said, don't bring in T.O. No. He said, don't do it. Don't do it. And what he do? He brought him in. And then he said, I'm retiring. And then that was the team that Wade Phillips took over, and if he would have stayed there, it could have been 13-3 with Bill Parcells playing against his Giants. We don't know what could happen, but it may not still could have happened, because Jerry Jones is a meddler, and that's why it didn't happen. You dig? See, I had Anthony Wright on my show. He played for the Cowboys, but he was with the Giants at the time, and he said Jerry Jones had already bought them their sweatshirts going to the Super Bowl. He said they had already did that. Jerry Jones was already ordering them, getting them ready for the Super Bowl, and the Giants found out about it. The Giants found out about it before the game, and he said that was their motivating factor for beating Dallas in the 2007 game when they were 13-3 and Dallas lost. It wasn't just Patrick Crane. It was that yeah, we about to do this. There's nothing wrong with feeling good that we're going to beat you, but it's that pompousness, you going out buying shirts and jerseys and all that. That's what happens. But here, I'm gonna break some more things down to you. See, in the business meeting, nobody's telling Jerry nothing once again. And so let me tell you something right here. Let me explain to y'all something. Listen right here. Listen to this right here now. Let me tell you the duties of Jerry. I ain't going to tell you the owner's duty, because he owned the team. But there ain't nobody else in the NFL who's the owner, the president, and the general manager, meaning don't touch my money. Nobody touches my money. I write the checks here. Nobody's ever going to sit there and tell me about my money. This is what Jerry Jones is saying. Okay? The owner of the president, since that's what he is, The responsibility of the club president is to overview the management and the administrative operation of the club and to provide leadership and support to all its members. The president may achieve this through effective communication and responsible overview. Responsible overview. Okay. Basically saying I do all this. I tell y'all what to do. I tell y'all what to do up in here. That's what it's saying to me in short. Provide leadership and support at 79. You're old. Get somebody else in there who's got young. No, but you won't do it, right? Because you don't trust nobody with nothing, right? That's why your family's all in there. Because you don't trust nobody. You ain't never going to win when you don't trust. You got to trust your people, but he don't trust his people. That's why all nothing but the Joneses in there. That's why we keep going in this dirty circle. There you go. Boo just said the kids ain't going to tell you no. What the kids going to do? You're paying them. You're their paycheck. You're paying them. Yes, Daddy. Okay, Daddy. Whatever you say, Daddy. Well, Daddy, we shouldn't do it like that, Daddy. Now listen to me. Oh, man, I don't want to hear that crap. All right, so let me tell you what the general manager does, because we just told you what the president does. He basically said, you do what I say. Okay, here's what the general manager does. He basically says, you do what I say. And the general manager of a team typically controls the team general manager typically controls player transactions and bears the primary responsibility on behalf of the team during contract discussions with the players. So my money, you don't touch it. I'm not going to have nobody who's the general manager negotiate my money. That's what it's really saying, y'all. Ain't nobody negotiating my money. Nobody's touching my money. Ain't none of y'all going to have no influence on my team. It's all going to be us. And when we win another Super Bowl, it's going to be because we said it's the Joneses who did it. And that's why he's still mad at Jimmy Johnson, because people keep on saying that's Jimmy saying it. And that's why he wants to continue to prove to y'all that he can win a championship without him. Even when he had Barry Switzer, people said, well, that was Jimmy's players. So he wants to clean the slate and say, I did this from the very beginning and we finally did it. Us, the Joneses. Nobody else. We did this. He'll hug all of them. We did this finally. Yeah, that's why he got rid of him. I mean, yeah, it's the truth. That was that guy that was going to challenge you and wasn't going to bow down to you. That's what it is. And look at your record since that's been gone. Ain't nobody just trying to live off the Jimmy Johnson thing. But, dog, you came in the league by storm, but you had a damn good help. But now that you ain't got that help, what is happening? You ain't winning. You ain't even been to a championship game, dude. And you keep on selling this dream to us Cowboys fans? You keep on selling this dream to us? Well, let me tell you I just told you what the general manager does, right? Okay, so you saw both of those roles. And now I'm going to jump to this Will McClay thing, okay? I ain't going to get deep on it, but I'm going to talk a little bit about it. See, they control everything, right? But they need somebody to do all the legwork for them. Hey, you paying Will McClay, that's what's up. I love Will McClay. I love what he does, and he's cool with that role. That's cool. But I'm going to just say how I feel like it's using, because they're going to take all the credit for all the work you done put in. Because this is Will McClay's player. This is his description. He's the vice president of player personnel, but he ain't the director. And he's the one that's making it pop. He's the one that's making it pop. It ain't no Stephen Jones that's making it pop. Stephen Jones ain't making nothing pop. He's just being stingy with the money, playing people with the money. Oh, we want to keep on. We don't want to be paying everybody this, and we don't want to go crazy with that, and we don't want to do this, and we don't want to do that. But you want to get all the glory and stuff. Why this man is putting in all the work, the reason why this team is even good is because of Will McClay. It ain't nothing from you Joneses. That's the truth. Sorry, y'all don't want to hear that. It ain't nothing to y'all. It's y'all bread, but y'all keep it within yourselves. Y'all got lucky with keeping McClay. That's why y'all keep him. Because he keep y'all afloat. Y'all gonna lose money if y'all lost McClay. Y'all gonna lose money if y'all lost McClay. You feel me? Who's gonna do the footwork for you then? Huh? Who gonna put all that work in for you then? Nobody else is, because they ain't gonna listen to that crap. They don't know how to do it, but they claim they football guys because they play football a little bit, so they football guys. They're football guys. These are the football guys that we have, right? No, you got Will McClay. That's the football guy, but you won't give him a title of that. People, I ain't even about titles, but it's about, I just described what the general manager does. He couldn't do that? Okay. But let me tell you what the player personnel, the footwork, the leg work. I'm sorry if I didn't get your holler out. Hold on. I'm going to get it out. What is the job of the player personnel? And he's a vice president. Remember, he ain't the director. He's the vice president. The incumbent selects, gathers, reviews, organizes information on prospective student athletes or players coming out of college and participates in campus recruitment activities. Basically, when they're going to he sends the scouts out. They get scouts. They got great scouts right now. They have, he's got a good team. The position reports to. This position reports to. This position reports to the director of player personnel. Solicits, gathers, reviews, and edits information on prospective players. What up, Law? Now, let me tell you what the director of player personnel does. Reporting directly to the general manager. Reporting to Daddy. Reporting to Daddy. Report to Daddy. Let me read that again. Reporting directly to the general manager. Reporting to Daddy. I report to Daddy. It ain't Will McClay reporting to Daddy. It's me. What I say. So I still can veto you. Even if you did all that damn leg work, I can still veto you. And the Jones are still doing it. Let me get that holler out here right quick. Let me get that holler. This song. Yeah, and see, that's what I'm saying. But don't nobody want to talk about this stuff. We always want to talk about, who's the guard we're drafting? Who's this? Man, what? When we keep on seeing this, bro, this is why this dumb stuff keep happening. But okay. My dog Blake says, exactly, bro. This is our problem right here, big game. Keep on going with my G. I'm tired of Jerry and Stephen BS too. Touchdown, $7 holler. I love it. He said touchdown. He gave a $7 holler. You feel me? So this is the reason why. Yeah, and this ain't a popular message. I know it's not. It's cool. It ain't a popular message. It ain't for the popular. I'm not trying to make a popular message no more because I'm tired. If anything, you should be on my side and not management side, because that's what it sounds like you're doing. Because see, at the end of the day, once again, I'm gonna say I was a Cowboys fan before the Joneses came around. So what? I'm supposed to be a Joneses fan? I'm not that. I'm not that fan. I'm a fan of my Cowboys. You get what I'm saying? And I'm fighting for these Cowboys. Stephen Jones said last week, we owe it to the fans because we've been on a drought. Really? Yeah. See, you talk about how real it is, but as I said before, when Jerry Jones had that interview, okay, and everybody was like, oh, he's so mad. Nah, he going out there telling all the radio stations he mad. Yeah, he calling all the radio stations, get y'all all perked up because they doing damage control. All the Joneses sitting in their little meeting after Dallas lost that game. I don't want to hear all that stuff. Jerry was just so mad. Yeah, you so mad, then how come you don't step back? You ain't that mad. I don't want to hear that no more. You know what I'm saying? So y'all have y'all little meeting. All y'all sitting in that little meeting and y'all trying to figure out what's going on. Oh, they mad over there. They mad. We choked in this game. We choked in this game. We got to do damage control. How you know this ain't happening up in there? We got to do damage control. We got to do damage control. Oh, let me go on air. Let me have an interview. Let me tell how mad I am. And let them get them to calm down. And you know what I'm saying? So we can do this. What? Why not? Because if you had that interview saying it was, man, I heard all these people on Twitter talking about, oh, this is the maddest I heard Jerry. No, it ain't. This ain't the maddest you ever heard Jerry Jones ever. You ain't heard the maddest. No, that's what he wants to put out there to get us all coming back in and believing that mumbo jumbo. You mad as hell. This the maddest you ever been, but you ain't fired nobody. You let one guy go, Adam Henry, who's the scapegoat. And what does it look like from afar from us? You didn't re-sign his contract, but you had problems with the receivers, and you were calling out Amari Cooper, making it look real good. You put him as a scapegoat, like my dude Wink said, and it also takes off the onus of Kellen Moore. Like, well, the receivers coach was bad. We ain't gonna renew his contract. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like, who are you fooling, man? You're not fooling me no more with that. And so what? I'm gonna like my team this year too, but I'm gonna sit there from afar, like, I'm watching. And if you don't want to hear that, that's fine. You can keep believing that stuff, man. But it's the truth. It's the truth. And when we keep on talking football, everybody wants to just sweep stuff up under the rug. Everybody wants to sweep stuff under the rug and never talk about it. That's what they want. That's what they want. They want us to sweep it under the rug. Oh, it's the new coach. Oh, it's this. Man, it's been 26 years of different coaches, different players, and it's been, what up, Lord Nova? It's been damn good players that came through Dallas in 26 years. Don't tell me it hasn't. Dallas hasn't had no bummy teams. Right, and he won't do it because he don't trust nobody. We just talked. He don't trust nobody, and so he's never going to. I'm not going to say never because Mike Brown did, and he was the only other one that was in the NFL that had all that control. He finally took a step back. He's still the owner. He's still the president, but he took some steps back, stepped down on the committee, let his daughter take over more data operations, and let him do it. 84 years old. He was a stingy miser. Never paid people in Cincinnati. That was the biggest thing in Cincinnati. They never played players. They went out there. They got free agents. They blended with the good draft. And guess what? They're in the damn Super Bowl with a second year quarterback that's never been done in the NFL history. You feel me? So when I see that, I'm like, there's still hope. But when I see nothing but Joneses in everything, that doesn't give me hope. That doesn't give me hope, y'all. I'm sorry. I love my squad, but it makes me mad when I see talent going to go by the wayside once again because of that stuff upstairs. And I'm just telling you why. What'd you say, Tariq? He gave me the $2 holler. Hey, appreciate you. And we got to see this, y'all. You know what I'm saying? We got to see this. And then look, let me tell you I didn't finish telling you with Stephen Jones. I say he reports to daddy. Oh, I mean reports directly to the general manager. I didn't mean say it like that. Sorry. The director of player personnel deals primarily with the players already in the NFL. Some director of player personnel, listen to this one right here. Some director of player personnel thrive on their mastery of writing contracts. Oh my God. Who is that? Who wants to feel like I thrive on making the best contracts? Let's make these guys wait. We're not going to sign you right now. You could have signed Dak Prescott to cheaper than when you did. But no, you want to be pompous in the media because you want to be like you're the smartest guy in the thing with your contracts. You want to be the smartest guy. Y'all, the Cowboys are the smartest people. You ain't the smartest people. You're the dumbest people because now you're mad because you got signed Dak to all that damn money. We could have had him cheaper. Could extend them. You could have had them cheaper. You don't want to do it. You want to make all your players fight. You want to make your players fight for the money. But you want to act like you the best on contracts. You keep everything down. We don't spend a lot of money on the salary cap. Say that again. They feel privileged because they're America's team. Maybe that's why he went and bought the one to buy the Cowboys. But let me say this other thing. Remember I said it says some director of player personnel thrive on their mastery of writing contracts. Let me say what the other says. Others on their ability to scout current NFL players and compile the best available roster. That sounds like more like Will McClay to me. So y'all taking all his work saying we did it. Plagiarism at its finest. Plagiarism at its finest. Plagiarism at its finest. You do all the work. We're going to take all the credit. What up, Cedric Beck? Baby Nuts Jones, man. Man, it is. I don't care. Y'all don't want to hear that. That's fine. I'm not going to stop pushing this narrative. I mean, it is a plantation team. This stuff is crazy, y'all, and it's on. I want to go in. I'm being quiet because this is a lot of stuff that's been going on for a long time. And see, here's the thing: it's always smoothed over, and we're always faked out. And yeah, people are gonna say, "Oh, whatever." No, because I'm tired of seeing this, man. And this dude, Stephen Jones, said we owe it to the fans. So why can't I say this? You feel me? Flat out there, if you're right. What up, Timothy? You get what I'm saying? Why can't I say this? You said, Stephen Jones, we owe it to the fans, didn't you? If you really owe it to the fans, then back up some. I ain't even telling you to step down. Mike Brown's still holding the team and doing all his thing. He just stepped back some. But you don't want to, because I just broke down why you don't. Because you want to control every damn thing. And as long as you want to control everything, it's always going to be the same thing. And Dallas lucked up early in the 90s because there wasn't no free agency. You lucked up. Y'all, I ain't going to say lucked up, but y'all had a hell of a deal with that Herschel Walker deal. Y'all did a hell of a, y'all, that's what got y'all. And your coach. It wasn't, you weren't doing anything, Jerry. You had that bread. Jimmy Johnson was masterful. He was coaching that team, dog. Wasn't you. You feel me? And that's what bothers him. I'm telling you, man. He ain't let that go. And people constantly reminding him. So it's like a wound. It's like it's like somebody's always putting salt in the wound when they mention Jimmy Johnson, how he's the one. Y'all ain't won nothing since Jimmy. You think he likes hearing that? You think he likes hearing that? You think Jerry Jones likes hearing that? And do you think since he hears that, let's break all this down. Think about it, babe. Think about it, y'all. He don't want to hear that no more. He want to say he did it. And he always getting reminded of it. You feel me? He's always getting reminded of it. So do you think with somebody getting reminded of it, you think he's going to want to put you in the ring of honor on his team? So he can look at your name up there every day? But he's not letting that go. I know, but that's what I'm saying. He would have to look at that all the time in his building. He built that new stadium. That's not Texas Stadium. Who tore it down and built Jerry's World? Think about that too. Texas Stadium. We all remember Texas Stadium. He tore that down and made his stuff. And you really think he would put Jimmy Johnson in his stuff to be reminded of what he felt like he didn't get done? No, he's not. And then when he's on there, see, he felt the pressure. See, he felt the pressure when he was on that Hall of Fame game. He didn't know what to say. That's what it was. That's what it was, Jerry. You ain't know what to say when. Exactly. You didn't want to look dumb in front of everybody on the Hall of Fame game. You didn't want to look stupid. You didn't want to look bad in front of everybody in that Hall of Fame game. You had Jimmy Johnson right there. And they were like, "So is it going to happen? Is it going to?" You know, we need to make that happen. You ain't say it was gonna. You said we need to, but you ain't say it was gonna, and it didn't. And you know why it didn't? Because you don't want to be. You don't want it. You want to be known of the reason why you did it. You did it. I think I'm buffering a little bit. Oh, there we go. Come back. Ye lied to kick it. You know what I'm saying? And we still, I'm not falling for it no more. I'm gonna keep it real. I fell for it. I ain't gonna lie. I fell for it for a long time. But I'm telling you, that's why I am thankful for this media game. I'm thankful I went to media school. It opened my eyes. You know how they say when you're in the music industry or sports industry or whatever, and you see it from afar, right? You're like, oh, it's all this and all that, right? It's all wow. But then when you actually get up in it, you're like, yo, it's a dirty game. You hear it all from afar and you want to be in it so bad. But then when you get in, like, it's a dirty game up in here. And this is a dirty game. And let me tell you, it's a dirty, dirty game. And when I got into media and started, and I'm not like I work with the Cowboys or anything like this, all independent, but I want to stay independent. Let y'all be known. Who knows that? I could have worked at a radio station. I have my stuff. You feel me? I have all my stuff to work at stations and all that, had all that. But I chose to stay independent. This is all me. I want to stay independent and do this my way. And as far as the grind. You get what I'm saying? So when I finally got in the media and started looking at the Cowboys from the media side of it, it changed my thoughts. I started believing that stuff. I'm like, hold up. I felt like I was just a foolish fan. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a foolish fan right here because I'm going out here buying all this stuff, doing all this stuff. And these dudes is like, I never read this stuff when I was that fan. I never read Jerry Jones, owner, general man. I would hear about it, but I ain't never read it. I ain't never read and break down Stephen and Jimmy and Jerry Jones Jr. and Charlotte and all this stuff. I never broke down this stuff. I was just, I love my Cowboys. I just love my Cowboys. We'll be back next year. Oh, man, we'll be back. I just love my Cowboys. Yeah, I love my Cowboys, but I don't love this foolery that's going on. I do not love this foolery that's going on, and it's a bunch of foolery, and it's sad that the Cowboys are still they're the richest franchise right now, y'all. I'm gonna keep on saying that. Remember the board meetings. Just remember when they have board meetings, ain't nobody else in there. Okay, there ain't nobody else in the board meetings but them. Okay, yeah, it is a dictatorship. It is a dictatorship. We run and own everything. You ain't got no say because you ain't got no major title. If you had say, you would have a title. If you had say, you would have a board with other people. They don't want other people in there. They don't want nobody telling them what to do. Exactly, Tavis. I'm going to put that, man, preach. Think about that. This is fire right here. Where would Jerry's legacy be without Jimmy? No, nowhere. You haven't done anything without him. You're going to use that Barry Switzer? Okay, we're not going to use that one. I'm sorry, Barry. That wasn't Barry's players. We are if you didn't, man, that was so perfect, Tavis. That was so real what you just said. If he didn't have Jimmy, where is your legacy, dog? Because that's your legacy. And that's always going to be mentioned with you. And you don't like that. That's why you are still mad. Because you don't like that. And I'm telling you, dog, it is a curse. It is a curse because you're cursing it. Because of that pride. It is pride. It is. And that pride has cost the Cowboys. That pride, Timothy says it's real. You seen the post I put on with Brian Broaddus was like, yeah, well, go ahead and keep on chanting that we run the East every other year when y'all choking. Because Brian Broaddus know. That's why he won with them Cowboys. I don't know the effect of that, but when Brian started speaking truth, gone. Anybody start speaking truth, gone. Y'all don't know that? That's dictatorship. Let somebody in the Cowboys media really go hard on Jerry. He won't be there. You won't have a job. I'm just saying it's real. You won't have one. And when I seen that Ed Werder thing with 105, I ain't gonna get in that because that's none of my business. But, that's none of my business. But you know what? Like I said, what I'm speaking about, people ain't gonna like what I'm saying. You feel me? People ain't gonna like. People gonna come at me and say I'm doing the low hanging fruit and you just easy to blame Jerry. Yeah. But you know what? These things, when you see things that happen in life, in the world, it's not just football. Okay, this ain't just the football thing. We ain't always just gonna say it's the players and the coaches. No, I'm not gonna keep saying it's just players and coaches because 26 years tells me it's not. It starts from the top. Whatever ownership is not doing it, it's gonna trickle down to the bottom. And trust me, y'all, if it was hurting so bad, there would be changes. But when you bought it at $557 million and you're making $6.7 billion, I don't know where you sitting there saying it's hurting that bad. I said it last year. Winning is not number one. It's not the number one priority with the Dallas Cowboys. The brand is. I don't care what they tell me. I don't care how many times, Jerry, you come on here with these interviews calling into 105, or I got something to say. What? Bro, have a seat. Chill. What do you got to say? What do you got to say? Oh, you and your stories. Stop telling your stories, Jerry. Nobody wants to hear them no more. Start winning these big games. Yeah, I'm saying you, Jerry, because you the general manager, the president, all that, so I might as well damn near call you the coach. Three vice presidents. Let me post what Law just said right here. And I'm a boot thing over here spitting flame too. Yo got fire. Yo got flame. She doing a lot of yo got fire, yo got flames over here. I'm bouncing off her right now. But this is what my Law says. That's why it's so important to stay independent. I love 105 the fan, but Jerry do own them. And they will always throw softballs, no hardballs, softballs. You feel me? It's the truth. I don't want to be associated with that because y'all know I'm gonna ask real questions. I'm gonna be mad. They're gonna fire me because I'm gonna come out there and say it. I'm asking it. You're gonna fire me. I'm asking it. I'm pushing the button. I'm asking it because we need to hear it. I don't want to hear all that mumbo jumbo, dog. And like I said, it's easy for you to come out there and say, it's easy for you to come out there and yell on air and say you the maddest that you ever been or say this is bad and this is bad. No. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. It's bad when you losing money. That's when it's bad. But you ain't losing money. You doubling and tripling your money. You losing and not going to a championship, not even like I said, did you even hear me mention the Super Bowl? I haven't even mentioned the Super Bowl. I said, just get to a championship. You ain't even did that in 26 years with numerous coaches. Bill Parcells told you, you want me to go out there and grocery shop and get all this good stuff, but you ain't letting me cook it the way I want to because you up in there meddling. He said, don't get T.O. Don't do it. And what did Jerry do? I'm going to get him. He went and got him. Bill, I said this. Bill Parcells retired. Wade Phillips took over. They were 13-3. They lost to the Giants. Wouldn't that have been great if Bill Parcells stayed one more year with all that meddling and they got to 13-3 and they played his old team and who knows what could have happened? You feel me? But who meddled? Once again, he said, don't do it. But you know what Bill Parcells was? Only a coach. And Jerry said, you don't tell me what to do. I do what I want. This is my team. I'll go get whoever we want, and you will make it work because you work for me. That's the truth. It's what it is. Stop being fooled, y'all. Love your team. I'm not saying not love your team. I love my boys. I love watching Dak, and I love watching them. You know what I'm saying? I love watching Amari and Micah Parsons. I love watching them. That's my team. I don't like watching this crap that's up there. And I'm going to keep calling it out. And I'm not going to keep on falling in line with the fake stuff. It's fakery and it's foolery and it's lies. That's all it is. It's lies. And we need to keep on combating it. I heard some people say, man, it's only a few of us. Didn't they say that back in the day when they wanted to get stuff done? When stuff wanted to get knocked down and done, there's always that opposition, right? That's going to say, man, you wasting your time, right? You wasting your time. Man, why are you saying that? It ain't going to happen. Yeah, it will. If we really said, hey, man, we done with this, man. You need to do better. It would change. You know what I'm saying? It would change. If we really did that, it would really change. But people ain't going to do it because we love our team so damn much. I'm doing it. Like I said, I bought my hats. I got 2 new Cowboys hats. I'm done. I'm keeping my one Cowboy jersey. And I'm going to just love my team from afar. Let me tell you something. If I saw change, I would spend on them jerseys, all that. I would. I know me. I'd be cowboyed up. I ain't paying for this crap. I'm not paying for that, what I see. You're not getting me, bro. You're not getting me. Sorry. I'm done with that. So, yeah. I mean, this is the trickery part because I mean I love my boys. I'm doing this right now. I mean, Law spitting that fire. You know, Law know that. Yo got fire. Yo got flame. He's spitting that fire. You know what I mean? Where's it at? Let me get you up here. I appreciate you being up in here, Law. Real talk. This is the real. If you speak up out there in Dallas, that man's got so much power, you will be muted. You understand that? That's real. You will be muted. You will be muted. That's crazy. That a man has that much power in one town. He is a dictator. That's what it really is. I mean, that's the only way it's going to change, y'all. Unless he just sits there. I don't know how it doesn't change. I don't. This is where I say how I feel hopeless at times because I don't know where it changes when you still have nothing but your family incorporated in this. Yeah, I'm not talking no football right now because that's the reason why this stuff's still going this ugly circle. He said, "Who's more at fault, Jerry Jones on the coaching staff?" Well, it starts with Jerry because Jerry said when he brought Mike McCarthy over, this is how it started. When you brought Mike McCarthy over, you said you can hire whoever you want, but you got to keep Kellen Moore. Bam! That's how it started. So that's Jerry's fault, okay? Because he's saying you're going to keep our people because he's our boy wonder. He's our guy that we want to succeed. He's our young gun, like this Todd McVeigh, whatever his daggone name. He's our young gun, so you're gonna keep him. And then you hear Mike McCarthy. Oh man, I think the world of Kellen Moore. Really, did you? Man, whatever, dog. You was trying to do whatever to get the job. You even said it. You even said it. You did whatever to get a job. You feel me? So that's where it was sliced right there. That's where Jerry started it right there. Okay, you disabled your coach like always. You feel me? And you probably put the bug in there that this guy could be the next coach. So you're already cutting your coach. He's already a lame duck coach right now, y'all. He got to win a Super Bowl. You already heard Jerry Jones just say, well, Dan Quinn, he could definitely be a head coach. He could definitely be in consideration. You also heard him, how much they love the boy Wonder and Kellen Moore. But since now the shine is off him right now, boo, they're going to play him back. And now they'll pump up Dan Quinn. You see how this stuff goes? Man, y'all don't see it. Now they got Dan Quinn back, right? So they're going to trumpet. Jerry, did you hear Jerry? It was a great thing. We got Dan Quinn back. He's trumpeting that, right? I did a lot of stuff to get Dan Quinn back. Oh, let's stroke Jerry's ego. He did everything in his power. He got Dan Quinn back. You feel me? Make it Jerry look good once again. You know what I mean? Dan Quinn ain't gonna have no damn power neither. They keep on thinking, oh, Jerry, yeah, he is, but Mike McCarthy said in the interview, I know how to coach. I know how to win Super Bowls. I know how to win games. That was yelling at the media like, I know what I'm doing, but I can't do nothing. That's what it is, man. So that's where it gets cut. When you're doing that with your coaches, you cutting them. Then it trickles down. And then when if Mike McCarthy's not stepping in, right, and he's letting Kellen Moore just burn in flames. You feel me? So I could be sitting, to me, I'm looking at Mike McCarthy's like, you know what? I'm going to play it like it ain't going to look like me that's messing up. Wouldn't you, babe? I mean, wouldn't y'all? If y'all see this stuff going the way it is and it's making you look bad, then I'm going to let Kellen Moore kill himself. Because y'all ain't going to be blaming me for it. You know what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, Broadus. I put it on my community page. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like I said, when I said that Broadus thing, I don't know anything about that, so I didn't even touch it. Oh, yeah. I mean, Tariq Saline get the $2 holler. Appreciate you, dog. But that's what it is, y'all. I mean, you cut your coaches instantly when they come in. It's nothing but your power and control in every freaking thing. Who's making these decisions? When I hear Mike McCarthy and he's talking about, oh, we don't know who we're going to name yet as the starting right tackle or this and that, and then Jerry says, oh, they're both going to be playing. What's Mike McCarthy going to say? Right? So everybody's dogging Mike McCarthy, and he does have problems with the time management. I get it, the clock management and those things. But let's not act like Mike McCarthy's a bum coach. Just came over here, don't know how to coach now. He can't do nothing. He has to say, if he says anything, he ain't getting nothing, dog. He ain't got no power. He can't say nothing. He can't coach like he really wants. He got to coach like Jerry wants. You got a tore up knee, dog. Ezekiel Elliott got a tore up knee, dog. How the hell is he still starting? Everybody else want to see Tony Pollard play, and they don't know the reason why. What? That sounds crazy. Everybody wants to see Tony Pollard play. You got a running back who's hurt, a bad injury, and everybody's wondering why Tony Pollard didn't play. Wonder why? Why? Man, see, look, like I said, bleed all that other stuff y'all want to, man. Y'all can keep on talking all this other stuff. You know what I mean? Just like what Cowboys Block said, my dog, it's going to be a lame duck season because it's going to be a lame duck coach because he got to win the Super Bowl. And now, and he's selling these more dreams to y'all. Get ready. The dreams are already being sold with Dan Quinn pumping him up, right? We ain't going to talk about Kellen right now because he's too many people. See, they so smart. They watching TV too. You don't think they ain't watching? They watched Kurt Warner. They watched all them saying Kellen Moore this, Kellen Moore that. And did you remember? I didn't hear Jerry, but Jerry, just be quiet. But I heard Stephen Jones say, I think the world of Kellen Moore. So we are going to bring him back. You get what I'm saying? But since his fire is on him, let's douse this fire, media fire, and let's pump up Dan Quinn because we bought him back. So let's show that positive, Dan Quinn. And oh, by the way, Sean Payton is sitting down in the cut. He took a year off. He retired. And I think the world of Sean Payton. Sean Payton, blah, 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 this, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so now here's how you keep the hope for the Cowboys. You know what I say? Keep hope alive. Here's how you keep the hope alive for the Cowboys fans. Sean Payton is sitting over there in the wings, and I listen to Twitter. If we just got Sean Payton, they saying the same thing. We saw the same thing about McCarthy. I mean, for real, if we just got rid of Jason Garrett, we'll win, right? Ain't that what we were saying, y'all? If we just got rid of Jason Garrett, we'll win. Well, we got a new coach who won a Super Bowl with a damn good quarterback. He had the same kind of talent here in Dallas, and guess what? Fell on his face. Now, if it were really to happen to Sean Payton come over here, I ain't even wishing this, but if he would really come over here and he couldn't get it done, then what will be your excuse, Jerry? That'll be your last excuse because ain't no more coaches. Unless you get Belichick. And he ain't coming over there because he's the general manager where he at. He's the general manager and he won Super Bowls. They know how to do the job right. The owner sits back and lets him do his job. The owner don't mess with Bill Belichick. He sits back. He got the bread here. Go do that and make that happen, dog. I trust you with this. I trust you with this. Just like with the Rams, dog. It's trust. It's trust. He don't have no trust for nobody. He don't let nobody touch his money. He don't let nobody tell him what to do except his family. He trusts no one. You will not win. We don't trust anybody. He might not. Well, he didn't make none of them. You're right. He didn't make none of them. Well, there's only be one general manager. They all executives, though. They executives. Every one of them is executive. A little branch by him, but ain't nobody else in there. And that's all I got to say. I'm going to be getting off with that. Now, what I'm gonna say is this. Make sure you check it. I'm gonna holler at my boy, Philly from the podcast. We're gonna get this draft show. We supposed to do it Sunday, but we was on the road again. Just can't wait to get back. We was on the road. So we didn't get to do the show. But he was already dealing with COVID and some stuff like that, so he's gonna get better. So, but we're gonna do that show either this week or Sunday and just rehash it. Go check out that video. Good video. Good stuff. Good stuff. Go check out that video. And like I said, we're really going to go hard with breaking down the players because I love doing that anyway and talking about the team. But as I said before, narcissistic, that's a good personality. That's definitely, I could see some stuff like that. But hey, man, rewind this tape. This was fire. I don't care. This was fire. If y'all like this, and I wasn't trying to do this to get likes, understand. This was just on my chest. And when it's on my chest, I got to say it right then and there. I can't wait. I got to go live when I'm feeling it. And I was just feeling it. I was talking to Boo. We were talking back and forth with this Cowboys thing. And this came right off my chest. You know what I'm saying? Just bam. I'm like, we got to do it. We got to do it now. We got to go hard. We got to do it right now. So, hey, if you like this, give some fire emojis. We're just talking real here, man. I'm not trying to tell y'all how to be a Cowboy fan. You choose how you want it, and I will not dog any of y'all. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me get this $5. I will not hate on anybody. $5 holler from Adam Sinley, I believe. Sean is to Jerry as Kellen is to Steven. They are so scared Kellen leaves and wins with another team that they can't see that Kellen is the guy. Wow, that's real stuff right there, dog. That's real what you just said. I'm going to read that again. Sean is to Jerry as Kellen is to Steven. Real right there. Boy, you said some stuff right here, Adam. They are so scared Kellen leaves and wins with another team, and they can't see Kellen that he isn't the guy. So, like Jason Garrett. But guess what they found out? Jason Garrett is whack. He went to the Giants, failed. So pie in your face, Jerry. Remember when he was, and he said himself, there's only 2 coaches that I convinced to stay here because I promised them a job. That's how he undercuts the people, right? Undercuts the people. He tried to do it with Sean Payton to get him working, and he deuced on you. Went to the Saints and got a Super Bowl. Left here, went and got a Super Bowl, right? But you wanted to get boy wonder Jason Garrett because you thought he was the guy, your homegrown guy, right? And what happened? 10 years of wasted talent. Nothing to show for it. Nothing. But y'all didn't want to let him go either, right? Because when you had that 12-4 season, y'all like, see, we told you. Remember all them, remember it was 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. And then that pressure was coming. Jason Garrett ain't the guy. He had that 12-4. See, I told you. I told you. Let me give him a 5-year deal. Y'all remember that, right? So you got rewarded, babe. You had 3 considered losing seasons, 8-8, 8-8, 8-8. You got a raise after 1 good season. This man is spitting fire right now. Yo got fire. Yo got flame. Give me some fire emojis, man. I need some fire emojis on that one. You got a 5-year deal. You got a pay raise after 1 good season. Just to prove that Jerry was right. Woo-wee, that's fire, man. No, I'm not saying Kellen Moore's a terrible play caller. I'm just saying what's going on right here is real. Shout out to that 199 holler. Let me get it up there. I mean, I feel you, Miss Scouting Pro, but look who we're dealing with now. Look who we're dealing with. Real talk. I just wish Dallas did what Philly did, how it takes over, builds the team around a cheap quarterback and Super Bowl. Dallas only misses the playoffs. Philly only missed the playoff once since 2016 when he took over. I mean, but once again, It's not going to happen because Jerry runs everything. How do you get a pay raise, y'all? Does this make sense to y'all? You had 3 8-8 seasons. You didn't make the playoffs. You choked. And then your last season, when the fire was on you, it wasn't on you. It was on Jerry because everybody was clamoring. Y'all remember when we was all yelling, get rid of Garrett, get rid of Garrett, get rid of, he ain't the guy, he ain't the guy. And then Jerry, they have that magical season. And then Jerry gives you a big contract saying, I told y'all he was the guy. I told y'all, see, so let me go reward him. Where does that happen where you reward 3 losing seasons or mediocre seasons? You have 1 good season, you get a 5-year deal. Only just because of Jerry wants to prove that he's right. That's sad. And this is all because Jerry wants to say, I did it my way. I want to prove I can do it our way. Our way. I haven't got the chance to really see from Michigan. Is that who it is, Law? I haven't really, I'm going to keep it real. I haven't messed with no corners. I watched a few safeties in the Senior Bowl. I was really going hard in the paint with offensive linemen, D linemen, because I feel like the Cowboys need edgy guys. They need D line, another 1 tech to go with Bohanna. They need a guard. They need a tackle. They need a receiver. They need a linebacker. I was looking at all them, so I ain't really look at the corners or the safety. So I apologize on that one, dog. But I'm gonna be getting on them this week, definitely today. You know what I mean? So that's on me. So I'm gonna get on that one. But yeah, man. Like I said, I'm sorry that this is what we need to hear, y'all. We can't keep falling for this stuff, man. Can't keep falling for this madness, dog. Sooner or later, this madness got to stop. And I don't know how we take a stand of this. I don't know what we do with this, but something got to stop, man, because I'm tired of seeing talent roll through, in and out of Dallas. Good players. You had an ultimate team that could be playing for the Super Bowl right now. I like Nakobe Dean, but he's got, I'm going to keep it real. I like Nakobe Dean, but if they didn't get Nakobe Dean, I want Channing Tindall. He was the other linebacker with him. And that one kid, Quay Walker, is freaking gigantic. He looks like a big condor. He's like 6'4". But like I said, we're going to talk all that stuff this week. Make sure you tune in when we talk the draft show because you're going to love it. I've seen a lot of guys that I like, some slippy guys that people were talking about, but I was talking about them too. I ain't the expert, but, man, it's going to be fun. So make sure y'all tune in this week for the draft show. I'm also going to be bringing on my guy. Brandon Tucker. My guy Tuck is teaching a lot of these guys. He's training a lot of these guys. You really got to check it out. This is some of his lists right now that he's got that were at the Senior Bowl. I'm going to give some of his lists. This is some of who my guy Brandon Tucker, I've had him on the show 3 years. He's had the who's who of guys the last 3 years. But this is who he's training this year. George Karlaftis from Purdue. He's supposed to be a top 10 guy. Michael Clemens from A&M. DeMarvin Leal from A&M, another guy that's being talked about. Jermaine Johnson, who got him a lot of money in this Senior Bowl. I don't think he even played. He did so well in the drills. He probably put himself in first-round consideration. Logan Hall, who I watched from Houston. I like that kid. He's a sneaky kid, 6'6", 285 pounds, and he's huge. He's big like that. Trevin Walker, another player. Jaden Peavy. I don't know if he has him. I think he mentioned that. Perrion Winfrey, he was the man. We got a lot of 3 techs. I don't know what happens with Tristan Hill, but he was the man. The man. And he also had Tyreek Smith who showed some things. Zach Carter as well. So I definitely feel like they gotta tap this those positions that I mentioned. So we're definitely gonna go with that. Ed Ingram. I liked Ed. I mean, if y'all want to talk a little bit about it before we get off, I liked Ed Ingram, but I didn't see a lot of Ed Ingram, so I ain't gonna jump on the train like I'm an Ed Ingram fan. I ain't gonna front. He's a big dude. He's really big. He got a little bit of athletic to him, but he's real stout. That's what you like. I want a Ron Larry type. So I like that size, but let me not front like, oh, I'm all Ed Ingram now. Zion Johnson, a lot of people was talking about him in the streets. I ain't gonna lie, I liked him at center. he's a very good guard. But he took over that center and really loved it. And it was the first time he ever played it, so I get it. You know, you're a guard. But man, I think he might be think that position might be his position, especially if the Jets if they wanted to see what you want to do all week, how you handled that center position. You didn't do bad. The offense was moving once they put him in at the center position. He was running to the line of scrimmage. He was pepped up. I mean, he was on it. I just think that could be something for him because he's got really good size for it. And with the Jets probably getting maybe some guards and tackles, and they're missing a center spot, and they probably might not get the cat from Iowa. I think that's one of the reasons why they switched him to center, so if they see he can handle it. And if he slips or drops, and they don't have a center, boom, I think they're going to try to go that route. Hey, it might be. It might be. I'm going to keep it real. But like I said, he ain't fooling me no more. I'm calling this stuff out. He ain't fooling me, so I ain't on it. So that's what it is. Yeah, wasted seasons, Tim. But like I said, are these Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones are our football guys? Hey, I appreciate that, Angel. You know what I mean? Our football guys are Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, yo. That don't get me excited. That's why you keep Will McClay. And I'm gonna say that once again. I'm echoing Boss Cowboys. If Will McClay was not in the building, the Cowboys would be the Jets. Facts. I ain't gonna say facts because it's not proof. It's not proven, so I can't say facts. But in my heart, it's a fact. The Detroit Lions and these other teams have not been into a championship team. Dallas is with the Detroit Lions. Cleveland Browns. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end it with that. I think I got everything off my chest. Yep, I got everything off my chest. So that's what I was feeling. Check out the draft show. I gotta get this members meeting popping. I'm gonna hit my members up tomorrow. I'm gonna text y'all and see when we're gonna do this. We gotta get back to these Mondays, man. Just got so much stuff going on, man. Gotta get these things popping again. Shout out to my dog. We getting that plaque to him. Hey, Terry Turner with the holla. Appreciate you. $10 holla. Huh? You said what? Shout out to my dog Terry Turner for the holla. I want O-line, linebackers, edge rusher, plus a new front office. Man, that's not the tweet. That's not the message of the year. I want O-line, linebackers, edge rusher, and a new front office. You know what? I'm going to flip that. I want new front office, O-line, linebackers, edge rusher. I'm going to flip that for you, Terry. My dog. I want the front office first, because if we get the front office, we already drafting great. That's what so sucks about this. Before I get off here, this what pisses me off once again. Is what sucks about this is you have somebody in your front office in Will McClay who's a monster. You're drafting great, but you won't step back. You just want him to do the legwork for you, and you take the credit. But if you step back and let him actually run some stuff, Dallas will probably go somewhere. So, but you ain't going to learn, Jerry. You want to keep on trying to want to do it your way. You're going to keep on finding out your way ain't working. 26 years proves it. Your way ain't working. 26 years is proving your way don't work. Over 2 decades, your way hasn't worked. You got lucky with Jimmy Johnson. Now we see is you ain't that good. You ain't shit. You ain't that good, bro. So guess what? You ain't fooling us no more. So with that, Big Game James, hit me with them fire emojis as I head out. I'm gonna throw some of that little diabolical beat like I do. Throw me the 100s. Throw me them fire emojis if you like this show today. I'll be talking to you soon. Big Game James, I'm out. You know how we do. Peace.